not a resource constraint. It's a resourcefulness constraint.
How did you go? How did you grow the team? Evan, awesome. First of all, thank you for having me live. Lovely to be live on yours. Always loved your content. I just love the journey you've gone through. Very inspiring. For me, an issue is growth feels like a chicken and egg scenario. Like which comes first? It's like, well, I'm trying to grow organically as a one-man team. You know, we've got people in our business growing as coaches, and those coaches are volunteers. And we're trying to grow from B2C to get into B2B, like looking to grow into corporates. We offer health coaching. We do 90-day programs. We also do monthly treks, and then we do a leadership summit on Mount Kilimanjaro. So every year we take people up the mountain. But in the health coaching side, which is being run live, we're looking to scale. We're looking to automate. We're looking to systemize, and that needs some investment. And we're trying to raise that money organically. Doesn't happen quick enough. And it's kind of like, you know, what happens first? So we don't approach corporates because I think we're not ready to scale. We're not ready in terms of our automation and systems. So I'm stopped at knocking the doors for corporates. I'm an ex-banker. I used to be a fat banker, and I went through this health transformation, and hence the business is called Fit Banker. But it's about coaching people to bank on their fitness, right? So I went through a great personal loss. I got hospitalized, and I went through this transformation journey. And we've had hundreds of clients from like 23 countries. But now, how do we go to the next level? And it just feels every time I'm about to grow is a resource constraint. So I don't know what you suggest or how you've grown from solopreneur to building the team.
It's just a resourcefulness constraint. It's not a resource constraint. It's a resourcefulness constraint. What you should do is go talk to the corporations and have a model that can work without having all of the automation baked in.
So going ahead and pitching, and if they say we go and focus on executives alone rather than the large corporates at large.
Mm-hmm. Or one small division or one group who love you, who love your story, who can be a part of the journey for you, who you're going to over deliver on the service to. And maybe they get more of your time than they would in 6 months when it's all fully ready to go.
Yeah.
You can make up for it with your, like, talking to you is going to be the best part of your entire business. If I get you and you're going to coach me and I feel like you care and you're going to give me, because you've been through it, because you were the fat banker, you became the fit banker. That's how you overcome the automation, just through the work.
Yeah.
So you over deliver on the service side and you don't take on 4,000 people, so that you have cash flow coming in to invest into the systems. And then you build the systems around, like if you start working with, I don't know, Bank of America, one division of Bank of America, and you start over delivering for them through your service, through access to you, through the extra calls you're going to make and coaching and making sure that the first 50 people who go through the process with you are getting insane value.
Yeah.
Then when you're building the automation, I want them to say, hey man, I love you. How do we roll this out across 4,000 employees?
Amazing.
And then when you're building your automation, you're building around the client. Because building automation for Bank of America is going to be different than building automation for some other bank and some other bank and some other bank. There'll be commonalities, but to integrate into their systems is going to be different each time. So I'd rather you do it around the paying client who loves you, who wants you to scale with them, as opposed to you building the whole thing and then going out and trying to catch a fish.
Got it. I mean, what comes to mind as you're sharing this, that there's a particular price point we're at, which is working for B2C. But when we go to corporates, I think what came to mind when you were sharing was like, I need to, maybe we can go in for a few where I'm over delivering on my time and my presence, and we premium price this. We price it slightly high because that will allow me to then grow my team when it comes to scaling. And how did you go? How did you grow the team? What did you have to make as a personal shift or a personal limiting belief, or how you operated, which made you actually say, this can be run by that guy and this can be run by that guy? And
I did it a lot slower than I would have now. right? I would have moved a lot faster now, but it's recognizing what are you great at?
Yeah.
And then focusing all your efforts on that and not on what you suck at. So editing. I spent way too much time editing my videos at the beginning. I don't want to be an editor. If I wanted to be an editor, it's different, but I'm training the wrong skill, practicing being an editor. So what I should have worked harder on was just being a great speaker so that I don't need any editing. And then that's the path that's going to get me to be able to bring on an editor, is by being a great speaker, not by me trying to become a hack version of an editor. Awesome. So it took me longer to get going because I spent too much time doing the things that I wasn't great at. Like you could go in and get results for bankers and anybody in kind of high stress jobs. Yeah. Because you've done it, and they'll listen to your story and they'll trust you and they'll believe in you. That's your highest value that you need to charge for and start bringing in money for, so you can build the team to then build all the tools that you need.
Yeah, got it. I mean, one thing, I asked this question, I'm grateful I've gone live now. I was just like checking on Instagram and I saw you and I'm like, I'm going to try today after all this time. But last year sometime when I was trying to join you live, I'm kind of going through some of the shifts that you're speaking of now. Like there's a lot more conviction in me this time of year, new year. And there was a course I did at the start of the year, which really gave me a lot of clarity, like a lot of power. And I realized a lot of the stuff, like what you're saying now, is I keep making myself wrong or wasting time or sitting in guilt because I haven't caught up with the bookkeeping or the accounting of my business. And I'm wasting time on those $10, $100 tasks, and I'm not doing enough of BD or running our promo webinars or speaking gigs. And I hear that now in what you're saying. So, you know,
or even a little bit lower, even just like coaching. Like, how much do you charge to personal train somebody?
I don't do personal training. Everything is online. We coach on nutrition, we coach on mindset, and we do provide exercise plans, but we have them implemented in person. Because early on, right when we started, we're now 4.5 years in, we realized that I'm never going to be able to scale giving FaceTime on a one-to-one, right?
Sure.
And the way we've done it is through group online programs. So there are set start and end dates, but we now want to move from there to a subscription model. And again, there's a bit of inertia in like, how do I reinvent myself to move from?
Okay, so how many people are in your system now who are paying you?
To date, we've had about 300 people. But on each program, there used to be a lot more when the price was lower. We 4x'd the price about 1.5 years ago, and the numbers have come down to about a quarter. The revenue net is still slightly higher. So we have about a dozen to 20 people in the program.
Great. So listen, if you can get 5 to 10 people to pay you as a high-end coach to design a better program for them, to keep them motivated, that 1 hour that you spend, even a group of 10, like your elite 10 from your current customer base, that they're going to pay, $250 a month to be a part of the elite group that get coached by you, that 1 hour of your time coaching them, doing work that you still love. It's not massively scalable, but that 1 hour gives you money to hire somebody to do all the admin stuff for you.
Yeah.
So it's just a bridge to where you want to go. Like, you might want to be the guy on stage getting paid $20K to do a keynote speech. And maybe you're not there yet and you're trying to work towards being there. But if you're spending your time doing $10 an hour admin jobs, that's not how you scale. Yeah. So the bridge is you doing the higher end coaching work or consulting work so that you're getting paid $300 an hour, $1,000 an hour in a group setting, $2,000 an hour in a group setting. And then you use that budget to then go fund some of the other projects that you need to work on.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thanks for that, Evan. Thank you.
Cool, man. Good luck. Glad we made it work. If you have a podcast or interview show and want me to be a guest on it, I have 2 options for you. There's a link right there next to me. Go click it, and I look forward to being a guest on your show.